Welcome back to Wines du Jour. We're having a good time here tonight. You know, in our audience tonight we have two special people. One of them happens to be Juan Tintos. I know most everybody here already knows who Juan Tintos is. He's the Secretary for Tourism in Baja California. I'm going to ask him and the owner of this beautiful hotel, and that of course would be Hugo Torres. If they could come up and just have a seat down here, I'd like to talk to him for just a couple of minutes. Thank you very much for coming. I know you're a very busy man. You're traveling all over Baja, I mean literally all the time. And Mr. Tintos is highly respected, not only in the United States, and not only in Old Mexico, but of course in his native area, Baja California. And he was one of the first people to convince me to come down here and check it out. Because I'm like everyone else. I've heard all the bad news on the radio, on the television, and so on. And it just seems like anything negative that happens that makes the front page. Anything good that happens probably doesn't even make the paper, not to mention television or radio. So he goes around and explains to people what's going on for real in his territory. And if you would, in just a moment, Juan, would you tell us a little bit about what Baja California means to you?
Well, since we last saw each other in Las Vegas, we had the pleasure of being at your program.
Yeah.
A lot of exciting things have happened in Baja.
Yeah.
For one thing, the film industry has been reactivated. Just in the last 2 years, we've had people like Sylvester Stallone and Robert Redford come down here. In the case of Robert Redford film, his latest movie. Wow. Here in the studios just south of here, I don't know if you knew that, we built and we sank the Titanic again here in Rosarito Beach, and we only got 11 Academy Awards, but
that's all?
Yeah, only. So, and also many of your colleagues like Rick Bayless and Anthony Bourdain who come down
Good
here,
friends, yeah.
film their programs, and they've been just in awe of the wine production here in Baja California. The chefs that we have here, the local talent, what we call our Baja Med cuisine. And they've been finding out that we created the Caesar salad here in Baja, the margarita. We have the lobster here in Puerto Nuevo. So a lot of exciting things going on, and thankfully more and more Americans coming back to Baja California for the great wine and the great cuisine.
Well, thank you very much. And sitting next to you is the previous mayor of Rosarito Beach that also happens to own, I think, the finest hotel in Rosarito Beach. That's, of course, in Baja California, and that is Hugo Torres. And Hugo, thank you very much for coming up with Juan last year to be on the show. We did a Cinco de Mayo show at a Mexican restaurant in Las Vegas, believe it or not, and they came to the show, and we had an outstanding time. And we're going to be doing another Cinco de Mayo show in that same restaurant this year, and I'm hoping that both Hugo and Juan can make it up there to do the show with us again. But Hugo, tell us a little bit about your experience.
Okay, well, I've been here only 70 years. I might last a few more, probably. We're very happy to have you, and you're very welcome. I'd like to welcome you to Rosarito Beach, and thank you for your kind words on Baja and Rosarito Beach. That's what we're doing. It seems that you're part of our team. You are going to be a member today of Baja Image Committee. Thank you very much for helping the committee and helping Baja California.
Very good. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll tell you, folks, the hospitality at the Rosarito Beach Hotel also had the hotel in Ensenada down the road a few miles are just about as nice of people as you'll ever meet anywhere. And then to think they're in Mexico where it's so dangerous, come on. Give me a break. You know what I mean? This is a place to come down and visit. Don't be afraid to do it. So come down and take advantage of some of the great prices, some of the wonderful hospitality, good wines, good food, and let's talk a little bit with some of the other folks here, including the gentleman that put this wine in a bottle that turned pink on us.
Actually, the wine we are about to drink, or Uriel, you can find a lot of fruit in this wine, and yet it's a totally dry wine. So it's really refreshing. Mr. and Mrs. Miller put all their hearts in this winemaking. So we want to let you know that here in Baja, we make excellent wines too. And well, you will tell me if you like it. Let's taste it, and you'll be the judges.
Very good. Well, now the chef has put together some really nice food to go with this. There's one sitting right here. This is a combination. In fact, instead of me, let's have Chef Eric, if you would. Tell us a little bit about what you put together. I see some outstanding goat cheese on display along with some other things. Tell us.
What we have today, we have prepared this one because of the acidity and the tannin with callo de hacha de Baja California and habanero and cilantro sauce and a little bit of to kind of cut in the wine on the plate. And well, we hope you like it.
Oh, no doubt about that. If you have a chance to taste it, folks, make sure you take a little sip of wine, take a little bite of food, take another sip of wine, and sit back and say, now I know what pairing food and wine is all about. Got to go to a break. We'll be back right after these messages.
Hi, my name is Brent Bissaw. This is my lovely wife, Gina, and we live in Ensenada, and we've been there for 28 years now. We heard that Les was going to be here, and so we decided to come on up and check out what he has. My favorite dish was the scallops with the Uriel wine. The scallop tornados from Baja with the habanero sauce. I love habanero sauce. I love that hot sauce.